Wednesday, everybody. You guys missed an amazing performance, and I know you wish you could have been there, but this stupid COVID thing is keeping everyone from having as much fun as I'm having, to be honest with you. Samantha was invited. Let me rub that one out of my eye. Jeez, that was something got in there from the fan. Samantha was invited to play at the Rotary Club in Newton, Kansas last night. And the Rotary Clubs were, my dad's a member. And so they invited her, kind of a pre-Christmas little celebration and show off her talents. And that was kind of freaking awesome. Most of you who know me, there's not really anybody I don't feel comfortable talking to or about or any subject about. I guess not necessarily people. I don't like to talk about people so much, but no matter how many people are around, I'm not really shy to talk. My voice is normally pretty loud, and I soften it up just because it's kind of a joke. But the only person I think that almost has more booming of a voice than myself is my sister. And hers is normally even louder at bedtime for my kids. And I don't understand that, but love you, sis. Anyway, back to Sam. She was nervous because she knew in between each song she couldn't just go up there and play a few songs and sit down. She knew she'd have to talk. And these are business owners. These are people in the community of Newton that are known. They're leaders, and it wasn't just entertaining, and it wasn't just a learning experience. It was making yourself uncomfortable and learning from that uncomfortable feeling. And so she wrote what she was going to say in between songs. And as she started talking, I was really inspired and really excited to know how seriously she takes things. And I've known this about her really for years now. Started when she saved up and bought her own Bronco and then paid for it to get fixed, and then paid for her own album, and now paid for a bunch of CDs that she's betting on herself. And that's kind of what this talks about is bet on yourself. There are so many opportunities in this world that are out there to make money, to own a business, but you have to leave the safety net of a 9-to-5. You have to leave the safety net of trading your time for money, because that's really a rat race or a gerbil wheel where you jump on the wheel and you run and you're going nowhere. You may be watching a TV of a bike path or the ocean running on a beach, but you're really just sitting on this wheel running, making someone else a bunch of money. And I'm not saying go quit your job right now. I'm not saying bet on yourself to the point where you're going to risk your financial future. But when I, was working in construction and then working in the freight business, those aren't guaranteed job salaries. Those are commission based. And so I've been betting on myself for a long time. And the first time I did it, it took years before I started to get comfortable not knowing what my paycheck was going to be. It took years, and we're still not excited with the fact that I don't have insurance provided for me or the family. That's something we have to pay for out of pocket. It's still a touchy point between me and the wife, because I hate to spend money, especially on things like, if you break it down, especially with all this give everybody free stuff society, it's not good, because everything price wise go crazy. And for almost $700 a month for a family, I can put that money in savings or keep it free on a credit card. And that's almost $7,500 a year. I'm probably not going to spend on health care anyway, that if I did, I'd just pay cash for and negotiate with the pricing on. It just drives me crazy how out of control stuff gets. Anyway, I'll circle back around and not wander about health care and all the problems of our country. Bet on yourself. I listen to a podcast 2 or 3 times a week. It's not daily, just because there's a lot of podcasts out there, and I try to have a good, well-rounded input of positivity and stream out the negativity. And part of being a positive thinking person is especially in business, you're going to have bullshit come up and it's just going to suck. And you're going to be like, I don't want to deal with this. And so what I tell you to do is get it out of the way immediately and then go back to doing things that are necessary for building your business and building your brand. Negative things are going to come up all the time. Get them off your plate as fast as they get there so you're not sitting there looking at negative things, looking at things you don't want to do. And train your mind to realize that as a business owner, you're never going to ever be caught up. My son likes to play video games, and this is a lot like a video game where there's a level, and every time you get to the next level, there's still more levels to go, and you're never going to get to the final level. But you get past the first level, you get past the second level, you get past the third level, you start making more money, and then eventually you're able to quit your job and do this full time, and then you really want to grow. But you finally get that first product where it's really kind of taking care of itself, and you're really excited, and you realize, you know what? Let's exponentiate this. Let's make it do this. Let's make it do that. So, in saying that, you associate yourself with a lot of different people, and I've probably met more good quality friends in the last year and a half doing this Amazon gig than I have in a very long time. I mean, I'm talking back years. The quantity of quality of people. And there's so many people that want to help people, that want to be there to support each other. One of my, it's turning out to be a really good friend. We sell almost the exact same thing. And I found out on a fluke because I got a return sent to my house that had his product in my bag. So apparently they like mine better. I just like to say that every time I tell the story. And it had his product card in there, which we normally put an insert that specifically says, hey, we're a small family-owned business. Reviews are the lifeline of our business. If you take a few minutes, just give us a fair, honest review. It's against terms of service for us to ask for a 5-star review, even though anything less than really a 4-star kind of hurts us. But we have to have faith in our products. But anyway, we become really good friends. And in doing that, like, we spend a large amount of time talking about how we can help other people, which is even cooler. But now we're thinking of other ways to make money and maybe partner up and do other things that may be down the road. And it's really exciting because the more you put yourself out there, the more you help people, the more you show your positivity, and the more you work your positivity, the more doors are going to open for you in a way that you're not even expecting. And that could be another stream of income. I think when you talk about diversifying in a portfolio, people automatically think stocks and bonds and boredom, and some of that stuff's exciting. I've gone through multiple classes on it with my dad, and I understand I understand the complexities of it. I understand just enough that I could probably make a lot of money and lose a lot of money really fast. Losing money really fast is pretty easy for lots of people to do. I could make money with a lot of time and research put into something, but it's not a passion, and that's what's important too. So circling back around to Sam, I'm going to edit a video together of her performance. I haven't even listened to it to see how the audio turned out. I know that she went live on Instagram, and then the Rotary Club recorded it, so I may be between the two splicing a bunch of different angles, or we'll see. But I'll put that out there. SamanthaKFavor.com is active. She sold a bunch of CDs and a couple shirts and some hats last night. Your orders go through. We put them in to get them. We make them as they're ordered, so it takes probably a week or two before you'll get them. And then we'll ship them to you, or if we see you, we'll hand deliver them to you. So thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for your love. Go out there, kick all the energy from negative to positive. If there's any negative things that's dragging your day down, get those tasks done first. Get them off your list. Get them out of your mind so you can focus on being positive. Love you all, and we will see you tomorrow.